Welcome back, guys. I'm up at the deer farm. Security Cliff's still out with his hat over his face. He's been out in Storm Claudia. He's got flies flying around his head, poor fella. Alright, Cliff? Yeah, we're at the deer farm. We're just doing a lid check and I heft the hives to see. So last year, if you remember, and the year before, or maybe not, I used to have to, during the wet and windy, I had to park here and walk across. Well, the other week Cliff said, because now I drive around the edge, he said I should be good to drive around the edge all year. Just take my time, because these new tyres I've got will just tear the ground up. The old windmill's going for it. Yeah, it's just a lid check and a like heft the hives, lift the hives just to see how heavy they are. See, and just you'll see the bees when we when I lift the lid. I'll see the bees on the feed, like, because they've got fondant, happy fonder sacks on, the 1 kilogram bags on. So we'll see. I took the truck to MOT this morning and she passed first time, no advisories. The boy said engine light come on, which was a bit odd to me because this truck's never had engine light on, even when it was running like a dog. So it was a bit odd to me, but yeah, the engine light went off and it's all good. We got a full pass. So doing all the little bits and bobs, the suspension and the ball joints and stuff, just before the MOT, and then took it to the garage and had it looked at, the DPF and everything looked at. Took it to the Wizard Elite, I can't remember what it's called, Elite Performance Tuning I think it's called. Yeah, Elite Performance Tuning, like the Wizards on the old Isuzus according to the internet. So I took the old truck 80 mile up there and they've sorted it out. Hey, we've got bees flying. So yeah, it's just lift the lids off, just check the food and just heft the hives left to right. I might be actually bringing a couple more hives up here because we're going to reduce the new site, knock the bees back down there, bring the hives, move most of the hives out of there for a few reasons really. These old bees here are flying well. They're all flying, to be fair. That one is. That one doesn't look so much. So yeah, I need to get on because I've got to do this, like go up the farm, and I'm strimming a new area at the farm to move a load of hives to. So we'll show you. So literally all I do is just lift up the feed. Yeah, bees down there. So just let them get on like what you're doing, little bee. That's all it is. And then just wait, lift the hive. Just got to wait still. Yeah, so that's all you do. We'll probably move these ones. Well, we'll bring the hive down and put next year. Although these were going to be just split next year. Split, split, split. Anyway, I'll do all these. So same with this one, you just, yes, good weight. Bees are up there on their fondant. Quite a lot of condensation in the top of this one. I'll show you what I mean. It might even be rain, it seems like water. Once they polish this off, you see, they'll be able to get out of there and sort that out. I might even put that into there. And then they can come out and clean this up, because they will. But that's all I'm looking for, just lifting the hives, checking their foods. I think we can take the wasp traps away and out as well. So I think waspy season's over, nearly. Yeah, look, these are on it. They've got some sugar as well. These are aggressive little bees, these ones. Yeah, on the sugar. Just that's quite light, that, actually, to be fair. so they need the food. It's light that side but heavier this side, so just do that weekly, you know, monitor laying hive. Obviously we don't mess around with them, just switch my lights off or whatever's going on so I don't get a flat battery. No ignition's on, so all the lights are on. Probably ain't got my handbrake up. But yeah, we don't mess with the laying hive. I did notice they're still using this doorway. Well, I put a partition in. Right, girls, today I actually took one of their buckets of honey, their summer honey, and it's been in the warming cupboard. All the honey that I bucketed, I put it in buckets. See, the bees can get into the actual colony through there, under that strip of wood in the middle at the very bottom. But yeah, we don't mess with these over winter. And we don't really heft this hive because the hive itself weighs so much. Yeah, aggressive bees. Alright little girl, it's alright little bee. I've just come to check you. Yeah, look, see, all under there, under the inner cover. So they're all good. I'll go to the farm now because I need to do strimming. Yeah, these tyres are beasts. Beastly tyres. They're not noisy on the road, but like after I took the truck to Derby and the lad done the engine work and everything, driving back I had a lot better mile per gallon, a lot better MPG. But I had the old tyres on, which were a bit smaller and way less aggressive, so the fuel mileage was really good. And then put these tyres on and the fuel mileage is back to what it was before I had the engine done. So what I gained having the engine done in MPG, I lost again in the bloody big whacking tyres. And honestly, if I'd known before I ordered them that they were going to be this chunky and stuff, I wouldn't have ordered them, because they're a bit too aggressive for my liking. Although we ain't getting stuck, but when you do start to get stuck, they hold a lot of mud, and obviously it fills your arches up. When you come out of the field onto the road, it goes everywhere. Or Angry Bee, I'm just explaining, Angry Bee, about my truck tyres. I only had to get them to get to use lot, so don't attack us. Look, attack the truck, that's it, attack the truck. Don't attack me. But yeah, we got them now, so we're going to run them bald, and we'll get a different set. I should have went the oh, I can't remember what they are now, Toyo or something, Open County or whatever, Open Country or something. Apparently they're good. Anyway, these bees are good. I'm not taking my hood off until I get down the bottom, because that aggressive little bee there. And recently I've had a few stings to the face and stuff, so yeah. Anyway, I've got a lot to do today, and then I've got to pick my lad up from work later because he's working up at the pub. So yes, onward. We've had a storm here, a rainstorm. I couldn't go work yesterday, it was too rainy. I probably could have went work, but I don't fancy getting drenched all day. I got drenched Monday and Tuesday, so I didn't fancy getting drenched again. So I had a day off and was sorting, labelled all my honey jars and stuff, and sorted all the last of my candles, because we're doing the stall again the coming week up at the market at Northampton. We're doing the Christmas light switch on with the stall, so been getting all stock and stuff ready for that. Anyway, up to the farm. So I'm down the farm now. You saw what I mean about these tyres, pick up some mud. It's muddy down here. When I go out, I'll video the trip out up the track. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing anyway. Obviously I'll heft the hives and stuff here. I was a little bit concerned about these ones the other day when I stuffed their doors. There weren't no activity. Hello, hello, any bees in here? Stick a finger in there actually, because a mouse could get in that easy. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no, I see activity. It was a dirty wasp. Let's give it a shake. Should have really took them out of there, but this year. It's another dirty wasp. Is it got a wasp nest? Or probably, what was that? Another wasp. So there's a good chance these are done. These are probably, yeah, look, wasped out. You don't know, they might have been a cluster and the wasps are picking away around them. But that doorway was too big anyway. Last time when I come down here the other day, I got attacked to hell, so I'll probably have to suit up pretty quick. But same thing, I'm just going to heft the hives, and just because they've all got food in the lid, and then I'm opening up a new path. So that's got a dirty wasp in it, look. Look at it. Get out, you little fat creature. So yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, see the bees are in there, chomping on their fondant. Wasp under the lid. Amazing how they get in there. Oh no, it isn't. They're in there. Shit. Making that noise is not good. Yeah, they're down there. I'll left them in a minute. Should really do it while I'm doing them. They're scoffing theirs. So just keep putting fondant on, I will, and run them through winter. Fondant ended up like we do every year. They've got plenty of honey. How many you lot got up there, but then can't get back? We got two there. I'll get that one out. I ain't got a hive tool with me. Maybe a key. Let's let them back down. That's where they all attack me. Yeah. Now they can just get in and out, so they don't get trapped under there. Right, that lid ain't coming off straight away anyway. I'll just show you what I'm doing. The other day I was clearing. I'm going to clear around here. I started clearing through. So I'm going to clear a little area here to move some hives to later. Probably just a patch there. So they're sort of, although we could put some straight down on these stands. These bees were well vicious. These were the ones that attacked me. Tell you, these are vicious ones. As soon as they know you're at the hives and all, they don't mess around. Put the lid on. Put me hood up for this, because these are the ones that stung me on the face. Chase me out. These hives here are quite aggressive bees, but they're in there. I'm not sure how they're getting beyond the fondant. I'll pop this one out because they've oh, I've got the lid on upside down. What's that? They can come and go now. Oh no, they can't. Here they come up. Now they can come and go. I'll take that out another day. All they'll do is propellise that mesh vent down. They'll propellise it, and if they want a lid entrance up there, they'll keep it there. Here they come up. So these ones don't mess about. No bees in the lid on that one. Maybe I trapped some up there, I'm not sure. You see, these girls ain't shy of with a cold and wet. Right, there's one up there. Go on, you can get out. Get out. Yeah, bye bye. They're on there, sugar. Look, here they come. Here they come. Look, these are violent bees. These ones. Look at that. Look. They get you through the gloves. They got me loads through the gloves on the head. And then the other day when I come up, I checked them all. I hefted them all, give them the sugar, give them the fondant pouches, like didn't unsuit until I was a good distance away, and then I had my metal detector with me, so I thought I'll do a bit of metal detecting right over the other side of the farm. While I was detecting, a bee comes up like looking at me, so I was like, oh bee, how are you? Suppose you're out, you know, all happy. Bee flew off. Yeah, they're on it. The bee flew off, and then probably about 10-15 minutes later, it was probably about 5 to 10 bees just suddenly turned up and went ballistic on me. I took stings on the face. See, look, still wash testing. I took stings on the face and stuff, and it was like, Christ, what's going on? Oh no, what I did, I've varroa treated them. I've varroa treated them, and then it was after I've varroa treated them. Yeah, they got their revenge right on my mush. On the side of the nose, on the head, on the forehead, side of the nose. It was like, oh my god, I had to retreat metal detecting. Look, I had to abandon the metal detecting and make a run for the car. And sit in the car, sit in the truck. Oh yeah, aggressive. Anyway, I'm going to strim this last bit because I've got my strimmer with me and get it ready. So I've strimmed around the trees, my trees that I planted, and fruit trees and stuff. I think they're all growing, look, because they've got fresh buds on, so the rabbits didn't annihilate them. The 2 trees Victor gave me are still growing. Most of the willows that I pushed in are dead. I reckon that colony's an outburst, gone, demised, unless they're hibernating, because they didn't react to the strimmer, whereas, you know, look, there's a bit of strimming and bees on the door, violent bees and all. Oi, get out of there, you little wasp. Yeah, alright. Oh, I shouldn't have went that way, should I? Right, don't attack me. Right. Right, I'm going. I'm going over here. Look, I've been building a new bit for some new bees to come and greet you and accompany you. We're opening up the apiary. Ready. So we've got an area here. We'll get 4 hives in here, or maybe 2 stands, 6 or 8 hives. So that'll be the bulk of them up there. There's a stand there with nothing on it, but that's for nationals. So I need to build more stands because I plan on putting more down here. That needs more bees on it because them 2 hives are empty. Well, that hive's empty, that's not even a hive, look. But they're empty. So that needs hives on it because all the splits you see in the new year. So I'm going to put a couple of stands, a stand there. We'll maybe have another stand here and there, and then that's that bit done. We'll go that way. We have got the other side as well, like the whole area we could put them. You can't put them in the bottom there because it fills up with water, and like we got creatures living over there. I think that's a fox because I've not seen badgers on night vision or anything, so I think it's foxes living there because we see them often. But yeah, so we'll get some stands built and get them hives moved we'll have some Langstroths there, and say this will be nationals. And these ones at the end there, they're coming over this side. We're bringing everything this way a bit, basically. Everything's coming this way a bit. We're storing supers. We've got a stand here, look, that could go over there, and it would take 4 hives. I think that is a Langstroth stand as well. But we've got all our supers on. Well, we've got all these supers on. Not all of them, because all the rest are at the top. But I still, you know, I need time. I don't have enough time doing the gardening and stuff, because obviously I've got to make a bit of money. I've got to earn money, otherwise you can't survive. The bee operation don't provide a lot of money, put it that way. All of it goes back into it. Yeah, we need to move these ones because they're on the wonk, they're on the move. So by next year they'll fall over, they would. So these 2 hives need to go over there. Well, winter's the time to move everything. And this one needs to come off the pallet and go on a stand. So we'll probably just shift that one over there. Although that's a Langstroth stand, so yeah. So we need to build a load of stands. A load of national stands and a load of Langstroth stands. Bye bees, don't let them wasps in. I'll sit down here for today. We'll be up tomorrow to do a few bits, and we'll put the stands out where we want them.